What up, Mile High as Hell Fantasy Football League? It is week 2, and y'all know what that means. Week 1 is in the books, and your boy got high score of the week. That's right, the motherfucking commish, the motherfucking champion, the one with the belt, got high score of the week on week 1 after winning the belt. I'm here to stay. I want that belt. Give me that belt. Here's some predictions for you for week number 2 and the matchups that we got going on. First up, we got Eliminated versus yours truly, the motherfucking champion. I'm never going to bet against myself, especially with all the injuries going on Eliminated's team. Will Christian McCaffrey play? I don't know. But I do know that you had to throw in your other tight end, which is probably better than your first one. Anyway, I'm going to win this. Running away with it. Gimme. Going 2-0. Next up, and you'll probably see me next week. Just saying. Next up, the Duke versus the Crashy Rice. This is 1-0 versus 1-0. Both got real solid teams. Both did good work last week. We are looking at Crashy Rice, Perwin, sitting at home, making his drunk high proxy, just scribble down things for him while he's in the back cave, researching stats. Not high, not drunk. So I'm going to give this one to Crashy Rice, having a good draft and looking like he has a pretty good team. Maybe not as good as mine, but pretty good. So Crashy Rice, I don't know if I've ever voted for you before, but here you go. You get the win. Roll Tide versus Torch Passers Club. Some teams going on here. We've got 0-1 Roll Tide, 1-0 Tortured Passers Association. Forget what it is. I'm going to look. Just not a Swiftie. There it is. I called it Club. Tortured Passers Department. And this one, I think this is going to be the closest game of the week. I think Roll Tide's going to sneak it out. So Roll Tide, as we said during the draft, Roll Tide. But very close. I think Tortured Passers is going to really make you sweat on the last game of this particular matchup. Quarter circle forward punch versus the Sleevers. This one, quarter circle forward is 0-1. Sleevers are 1-0. Look at all this action we had in week 1. Looking at who we got in the lineups here, I'm going to have to go with the used-to-be rookie, quarter circle forward punch. Is going to eke out the win. Originally, I was going to go Sleevers on this, but after staring at their lineup for long enough and getting sort of ill, I decided to go with Nick instead. So quarter circle forward punch to get their first win of the season. Next up, our only 0-1 versus 0-1 matchup, Love Sack versus Nick's out for Harambe. Love Sack, loving the moves. You lost Love. You had to put in somebody new. You had an option. You picked him up. You made sure it was happening for you. Dig it. You made a trade with Damn You Bernice. So you ended up with Mock Andrews. I like what you're doing, so I'm going to have to go with you on this one. Love Sack wins by also fairly small margin, but definitely not as stressful as Nick's out's last point. 1. All you had to do was go 2 more yards. But that was a heartbreaker. You're going to have a heartbreaker on this one, but I imagine you'll know a lot sooner that you're going to lose. So, Love Sack going 1-1. Nick's out for Harambe going 0-2. Last, goddamn you, Bernice versus Token Minority. Looking at everything that's going on, these teams are slated also to have a little bit of a barn burner. Even the projections say so, 124.4 versus 124. Comparing all the things that are going on, there's some boom bust there, so there's some guaranteed floors there. Who will hit the ceiling? We don't know. In this particular case, I'm going to go with Goddamn You Bernice. And the Token Minority goes 1-1. Goddamn You Bernice goes 1-1. Going to be a close one as well. I think there's going to be a lot of close games this week. Could be wrong. These are just predictions, folks. I know that my prediction is going to come true and I'm going to win. So hope you all have a great week 2. Let's keep the high score of the week's videos coming. Let's keep that belt coming my direction. And yeah, any videos you want to post, we can do ices again this year. So if you post a player, your player posts a 0, you should be posting a video of you chugging an ice or the equivalent of if you do not drink. So keep that in mind. Come up with other fun things to do for blowout losses and wins and all that sort of stuff. So any ideas, post them to the Discord. We'll catch y'all next week when I get high score of the week. I post another video. My high as hell fantasy football team. Go fuck yourselves. Champion out.